How you doing today? Listen, I know that a lot of you want to make more money. You want to increase your income. Wouldn't it be incredible to be making $100,000 a year, or even $20,000 a month, 30,000 a month, 100,000 a month? Increasing your income from where you're at right now comes from how much you believe in yourself is possible. Do you believe that it's possible? I know a lot of us have been through experiences. We've had stuff in our lives that have happened. But when you go to the table, listen, what determines your income is your ability to sell, okay? And if you sell without believing in yourself, without believing in what you're presenting, and you're doing so in a sheepish way that's scared that people aren't going to like you, nobody's going to buy from you because they're going to read right through that you don't believe in yourself or what you're talking about. And so I see people wanting to build businesses, and then they come to the table with no confidence, no real ability to sell what they're offering because they don't believe in themselves. And so I think one of the first things that you need to do is grow in your self-belief, believing in what you're doing, your vision, your ideas, your goals, why you're doing it with all that you got. You're not, see, a lot of people say, I'll believe in myself when I get sales. I'll believe in myself when I get results. I'll believe in myself when things work out. And that's broken and missing it. You have to believe in yourself way before that stuff will come out. See, that's why a lot of people never reach success, because they're waiting until they get the result to finally believe in themselves, to finally say, okay, I'm good enough to do this. And that's reverse order of what actually works. What actually works is you start from a place of having that self-confidence, having that belief, and then you produce the result from that when you're selling. I'm talking about sales. I'm talking about when you're interacting with another person, you're offering them value, your product, your service, okay? And so whatever you got to do to increase your level of self-belief is going to be worth it in the long run. Whatever rituals you got to go through, whatever mantra you got to say, whatever maybe therapy, it's different for everybody. But you can't come to the table with a lack of self-belief, with feeling like, oh, I hope this works out. I hope this goes how I want. I hope maybe one day something will happen. No. You got to say, I believe something's going to happen, and it's going to, because I'm going to make it happen with full confidence. Not this feeling of, I'm wanting it to happen. You got to go all in on it with the level of conviction when you come to the table, or everything else, you will literally lose at everything else without that. You will, when it comes to sales online, when it comes to building a business, when it comes to creating wealth. I get it. A lot of us have been through stuff. We've had life beat us up and tell us, sit down, shut up, and don't be that way. And it scares us to be that way. But you're going to have to grow up and grow out of that way that you've always been if you want to make even an iota small enough of any change to your income through the internet. You can't keep doing the same old habits that you have up to this moment in time. And it starts with how you see yourself, how you believe in yourself. It starts with having the faith that you can accomplish your goals and not basing it off of past performance, not letting your past experiences drag you down into the dirt, and being able to show up with that belief in yourself, in your product, in your service, and that conviction to say, you know what? We're going to figure out how to get this sold. We're going to figure out how to make that kind of money. This ain't about just passively going through life and hoping for the best, my friends. You have to have belief and conviction in yourself and what you set out to do for it to ever happen. If you don't, work on that. There's things that you can work on. There's stuff that you can do. You can work on your mental health. You can work on what food you eat, what you focus on. See, a lot of you are trying to operate at half energy, half even supporting yourself. No self-care, burning the candle at both ends, overthinking, overwhelm, all like you're not going to succeed at all operating at half potential, operating at your worst, not taking care of yourself. And so you have to have the belief in yourself, the respect for yourself to take care of yourself. And then you show up with that high level of self-belief when it comes to selling and promoting what you're doing and your marketing and reaching customers. That's the only thing that is going to help you. If you don't get this, all the other stuff isn't going to work. It's not going to fit together. I hear people, I don't have the motivation. I don't have the strategy. I don't have, no. But then when I talk to them, it's, well, I beat myself up when I don't do everything right. Stop beating yourself up when you make mistakes. Start supporting yourself more. Start loving yourself more. Start treating yourself with respect. Start changing the people that you're listening to. Stop paying attention to all the negativity that's going on. Hang around people that raise you up to a higher level and challenge you to do something different than how you've always lived your life. And then when you put a product or service out there to sell, you're not coming at it from this angle of, well, shaky, hoping that it works. I hope that I can do something. No, you know that you can. You have that conviction and that belief. Ask yourself, why don't I believe in myself? That's a good question. Why don't I? Most people say because I got beat up by somebody in my life told me that I wasn't good enough. And so now you're letting that person run your life and control your life and dictate what you can and can't do. Again, therapy is a good way to grow from that and to no longer let that take control of your life. I know it's different for everybody. But believing in yourself before the result is so key to producing any kind of return on a business and selling. For you to have a business, you're going to have people give you money. That's sales. So you're going to have to grow in your confidence when you talk to people and believing in yourself so that you don't show up looking like somebody that does not believe in what they're offering and is scared that the person's going to reject them. People can smell that a mile away. If you're scared of rejection, you'll get rejected way more than the person who isn't. It's the natural cycle of things. So grow in those areas. That's why those areas, your mindset is so important. If your brain is wired to literally prevent you from ever making money in a business, you won't. By being afraid of rejection, by being afraid of and not believing in yourself, your brain is literally wired to operate in the way that is never going to produce sales and never going to produce money. So you got to work through that. And you have to grow in that area intentionally. It's hard. It takes discipline, but it's worth it. And believing in yourself is the number one thing that I think changes a sales interaction. You might say, well, I don't want to be one of those cocky salespeople. I don't want to be like them. I don't want to be like so-and-so that did this, looked that way, sounded that. All your judgments of how you don't want to be like are keeping you stuck, not living the life that you want. Are you ready to change, or do you want to keep on the same cycle of things not working? It's your choice. Belief and conviction is what takes you there. We'll talk soon, everybody. Have a good one.